Good day, everyone. I am Brian Badajos, a presenter on the topic of environmental ecosystem. On this topic, we will discuss urbanization and related environmental issues of Metro Manila. This is a scientific article of Ram Krishna Rigni, an environment and resource management consultant of Kathmandu, Nepal. This was published on the Journal of Advanced College of Engineering and Management. Let us first discuss the urbanization. Urbanization is a process by which cities are formed, becomes larger due to industrial and economic development, and that encourages urban-specific changes in specialization, labor division, and human behavior. The rate of urbanization is very fast since the second half of the 20th century, particularly in developing countries. Urbanization has created numerous local to the global scale of environmental problems, such as highly reduction of natural vegetation production, carbon storage, climate change, and increase in energy demand, increase in air and water pollution, and decrease in water supply and insufficient housing and sanitation facilities, and traffic obstruction. As a highly urbanized area, Metro Manila experiences a lot of environmental problems associated with urbanization, such as flooding, solid waste management problems, air and water pollution, and climate change. We come now to the geographical characteristic and location of Metro Manila. Metro Manila is also called as the National Capital Region or the NCR of the Philippines. It is bounded by the Sierra Madre Mountain Range in the east, Manila Bay in the west, Laguna de Bay in the southeast, and the plain of Central Luzon in the north. It is composed of 16 cities and 1 municipalities. Manila has a total land area of 63,600 hectares and approximately 0.21% of the country's land area of 30 million hectares. Metro Manila is generally flat with an average elevation of 10 meters in the western part. Elevation is towards the east portion of Marikina Valley. Metro Manila has a tropical wet and dry climate that borders to a tropical monsoon climate. Observe seasonal rainfall during the raining months of June to November. On the land use change in the urbanized city of Metro Manila, the land use trend in Metro Manila was influenced by the response to socio-economic demand of a growing population and not necessarily according to a plan. Increased density and size of informal settlements in the city centers, development of medium-sized residential subdivisions for upper and upper middle income markets, while low housing has moved to the outer core of neighboring provinces of Rizal, Bulacan, Cavite, and Laguna. Growth of big commercial centers along EDSA and other major thoroughfares in failing of the urban size of highly density housing. About on the demography of the city, based on the 2012 National Statistics Report, Metro Manila registered a population of 11,855,975. This accounts to 13% of the national population of 92,337,852, is the most dense population region in the Philippines, more than 60 times denser than at the natural level, with 86 persons per hectare. One of the problem faced in the metro is flooding. Extreme flood events in Metro Manila are usually caused by heavy precipitation, events lasting over 1 to 3 days, generally resulting from typhoons and storm surges. Other causes were high tide combined with the excess runoff from the rivers, heavy rains, and sea levels. These extreme floods are also caused by anthropogenic factors, reduction in river channel capacity resulting from encroachment of houses, siltation from deforestation and garbage, disappearance of small river channels or the esteros, reduced infiltration due to urbanization, loss of natural retention areas, land subsidence resulting from over-extraction of groundwater, drainage canals. About 31% of Metro Manila's land area is prone to flooding. The coastal cities of Valenzuela, Malabon, Caloocan, Navotas, Manila, Pasay, Parañaque, and Las Piñas. In order to address these flooding issues in metropolis, the government has initiated to formulate and implement a flood management master plan for Metro Manila. Other environmental problems faced by Metro Manila is the solid waste problems. Metro Manila residents generates 0.69 kilograms of solid waste per day, which is higher than the national average of 0.40 kilogram per capita per day. The total garbage produced is estimated at 8,400 to 8,600 tons each day, or equivalent to 25% of the national waste generation. About 17% of the daily total is paper waste, while 16% are plastic. Waste collection in National Capital Region are disposed in 3 major disposal facilities. One is Rizal Provincial Sanitary Landfill in Rodriguez, Rizal. 2 is Payatas Sanitary Landfill in Quezon City. And the last is Tanza Sanitary Landfill in Navotas. It was reported in 2014 that 9.9 million of cubic meter of garbage waste were disposed. It has a 1.7% increase from the previous year. It was estimated that 70% of the garbage generated in Metro Manila are collected. The remaining uncollected garbage goes to the river system, esteros, resulting to the clogging of waterways, which aggravates in metropolis. Other problem in Metro Manila is the water quality problem. Water qualification has been described according to the degree of protection required. It is categorized as AA for inland water surface, SA for coastal and marine waters. There are 5 river systems that traverse Metro Manila. One is Marikina River, second is the San Juan River, third is Pasig River, fourth is the Nabotas Malabon Tolyahan River, and five of these rivers were classified as Class C water bodies. Class C water bodies is for fishery water for propagation and growth of fishes and other aquatic resources. This can also be used for recreational water class 2, example, used for boating and etc. It could be for purpose of industrial water supply class A, class 1, for manufacturing, processing, after treatment. Aside from air pollution, growing concern on this amount of greenhouse gases emitted in the atmosphere from rapid urbanization. Greenhouse gases contributes to global warming, in return causes climate change. In the report published in 2013 by the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, the net emission in Metro Manila amounted to 23,521.66 greenhouse gas of carbon dioxide. Equivalent emission from the waste sector are segregated into 3 waste segregation. 1 is the solid waste disposal, 2 is biological treatment, and 3 is wastewater treatment and discharge. The major contributor of wastewater and discharge are about 67.20%, following by the solid waste disposal at 30.73%. Therefore, to sum all this, Metro Manila is one of the rapidly urbanizing megacities in the world, with a projected population by 2025 at around 14.8 million. Like other megacities of the developing countries, it also experienced a lot of environmental problems related to urbanization. But thus, this must always remain that development and urbanization must not impede us from living a nature-filled city. Thank you very much. That is my presentation on the urban ecosystem.